So let us understand the topic called register allocation and assignment. So registers are mainly used in the processor to store the data temporarily, but efficient utilization of registers is important while generating the good code. So there are 4 strategies for deciding what values in the program should reside in the registers and which register value should reside, in which register each value should reside. The strategies are global register allocation, usage count, register assignment for the outer loop. Last one is register allocation for graph coloring. These are the 4 techniques, strategies we are having to decide what values in the program should reside in the registers and which register can hold the value. So first one is global register allocation. See, in global register allocation, this strategy is having this particular global register allocation has a strategy of storing the most frequently used variables in the registers. So in registers, what we are storing here, we will store the most frequently used variables in the registers throughout the loop. So another strategy is to assign some fixed number of global registers to hold most active values in the each inner loop. So we are doing two things here. We will store the most frequently used variables and we will also store most active values in each inner loop. Suppose when I take another example, in certain languages like C or some other programming languages, so register allocation by using register declaration, we will do register allocation by using register declaration method. So to keep certain values in the register for the duration of the procedure, we will also go for this technique called global register allocation. Say example, register int x, we have declared the value like this. So we can declare like this. So to store this variable x in the registers, right? To store the values in the registers, we can declare like this, register int x, so that the data will be there in the registers and the time taking for execution will also be less. This is called global register allocation. Next one is usage count. So it is the strategy of, it is nothing but count for the use of, usage count is the count for the use of some variable x in some register used in any basic block. And the usage count gives the idea how many units of cost can be saved by selecting a specific variable for global register allocation. So we will also see example here. Let us take an example and we have an approximate formula for usage count. So the main aim is, it gives the idea about how many units of cost can be saved by selecting a specific variable for a global register allocation. That gives us the usage count. And next one is register assignment for the outer loop. Here we will assume two loops, L1 and L2. L1 is an outer loop and L2 is inner loop. And when we take these two loops here, the following criteria should be adopted for register assignment for the outer loop. If A is allocated in the loop 2, then it should be allocated in L1 minus L2. So if A is allocated in L1 and it is not allocated in L2, then store A on the entrance to the L2 and load A while leaving L2. So here we are taking two loops, L1 and L2. L1 is the outer loop, L2 is the inner loop, and we are assigning variable A. It is allocated in the loop 2. Then it should not be allocated in L1 to L2, L1 minus L2. If A is allocated in L1 and if it is not allocated in L2, then store A on the entrance to the L2 and load A while leaving L2. So this is how we will do when we have loops. When we are dealing with the loops, this is how we will assign the registers like this. Otherwise, this is how we will store the values in the registers. Next one is register allocation for graph coloring. So graph coloring works in two phases. In first pass and second pass. In first pass, what we will do, the specific machine instruction is selected for the register allocation. And in the second pass, the register inference graph is prepared. Two things here. We are going to, for each variable, a symbolic register is allocated in the first pass. In the second pass, the register inference graph is prepared. Then a graph coloring technique is applied for the register inference graph using K colors. So this is called graph coloring technique. This is called graph coloring technique.